What up, everyone? So, I'm back from a long weekend, and we're going to start right off with the boxes of February. For those who watch my weekly roundup, I told you I'm just going to skip the month of January, and you know, everyone was pretty supportive about it. Pretty much everyone, thank you by the way, for everyone that was in the comments talking about it. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys responding to the questions I have and the things I'm concerned about, so I really do appreciate that, and everyone seemed pretty supportive. It's just not that big of a deal, so skipping the month of January. I think by the time I'm recording this, there's still like 2 or 3 videos I'm going to put out for January because I recorded them anyway, so why not at least post them? You know, why not? But this will be the first month of the box of the month of February. So they just kind of started coming, and I didn't want to be too behind, so, you know, blah-de-blah, catching up. Anyway, we got Loot Anime here. So this is a box that I'm definitely canceling, not because it's a bad box. There's nothing wrong with this box. I just realized last month when I did it, it's just not the box for me personally. It's just not something, I don't know enough about all these different kinds of anime to give it a good review. I'm just not the best person for it, so I'll leave that to someone else. Because last month, I opened it and I don't think I recognized a single anime in there. But I heard that this has some DBZ stuff. Hopefully that's not the following month. I think it might have been this one. I hope it is, because that's something I recognize. But anyway, let's take a look at this month and see what we got. And if I can remember to cancel it, then we won't be seeing it next month, but who knows, I always forget. So, let's take a look at the shirt. And this is one I do recognize, Kill la Kill. So, someone asked me what anime that I like and what ones I wanted to check out. This was one of them. This is something that has come to Cartoon Network recently. So yeah, it actually looks like a really cool anime. It's on like my list of things that I want to watch. Oh, it's folded so nicely. It's on a list of like things that I have been meaning to watch legitimately. This one and Akame ga Kill, I think it's pronounced, is the other one that I really wanted to check out. They both look like really good series. Haven't got around to them yet, but either way, that's a really cool shirt. I really like the design of it. I like the colors. I like the whole like red and white scheme there. That's really awesome. And this is actually branded. This is a shirt from Ripple Junction, so that's cool. I think that's really great. I'll give that shirt, honestly, like an 8 out of 10. Like, I think that's really cool. You know, obviously not everyone recognizes it, but if I recognize it, I think most people would too, because it looks like a really cool show, and I want to check it out. Those of you who have watched it will have to let me know if it's any good or worth checking out, because I honestly want to. But that's a really cool shirt. I really like that design. I approve. Next. Something... Oh! This is what I was just saying. So, this is the other anime I mean to check out. Akame ga Kill. So, this is one that just recently came to Cartoon Network, Adult Swim as well. I mean, not Adult Swim, Toonami or whatever. Recently, this just came to that too. So, this is the other one I've really been meaning to check out. And this looks like a tote bag. So, yeah. And I know a little bit about this one. It's basically about a bunch of assassins, and I thought that sounds really cool. And I had the whole series recorded, and they got deleted because my DVR ran out of space, which I was bummed about because I legitimately wanted to watch it from the beginning. I was excited that a show came around, and I was able to catch the first episode, so I've been meaning to go back and check that out. Again, haven't. But that's a really nice tote bag. It's not a cheap tote bag. Usually they're made of like plastic or something like that. This is actually stitched. It actually has 2 different colors on there. That's actually very nice. Very nice for a tote bag. I like it. That'll do. Alright, so we do have a Dragon Ball Z item. I was right. So this is something, you know, not rare or anything like that. This is something I've seen on like Hot Topic, and it's basically just a scouter. And yeah, I think that's all there is to it as far as I know. It's just for display. I don't think it does anything crazy. Yeah, you just wear this scouter. So I've seen this at Hot Topic. This is okay, but I can't imagine the only reason you would really need this is for a costume, which they have Dragon Ball costumes, which is cool, but other than that, I can't imagine really needing one of these. So, probably not the best of Dragon Ball items that they could have picked, but, you know, at least it's stuff I recognize. So, at least I'm recognizing the anime at this point, but, you know, that's not the best choice. Whatever, that's just okay. Then, got a nice little box here. It's inside. So this looks like a pen, I'm assuming. Or maybe not. No, it is a pen. And what is this from? This looks kind of familiar. Oh, Monster Hunter, duh. So yeah, I've seen this before. So yeah, this is just a replica of the sword from Monster Hunter. And then it comes apart right here. And there's a little pen. It's kind of weird that they made the pen part so short, though. It's like, I thought it was a pen just by the shape of it, but they only put the pen part in the very end of it, which is kind of hard to hold because it's so tiny. But that's pretty cool, though. It's a really nice replica. It's just plastic. It's like really lightweight plastic, but it's still pretty detailed. It's got some nice design to it, and it came in this cool little box. So that's cool. Alright. Useful. Practical. I like it. There we go. Alright. Next on the list, looks like we got some manga. And this is Steins Gate. Never heard of it, but it looks cool. It's always worth reading. I always like me some manga. Yeah, all black and white. I have no idea what that one's about, but I'll check it out. I'll read it. Why not? Cool. Then we got our last items in here. Kind of the stuff that always comes in. First, we got some candy. Some high chews. Alright. I guess that's cool. They're really good. I love high chews. They're really fucking delicious, but I'm not sure what that really has to do with anime. Okay. Can't hate on it because I like them, but random. And then we got a little phone charm, which we always do. That's always exclusive. And if you can get a good look at it, there's a little sword on there. Just focus. Come on. Focus. There we go. Fucking finally. Jesus Christ. So there we go. Now you can see there's a sword on there. God damn it, that took a long time. Okay. Edit that out later. And then we got our poster, which also is like their pamphlet that has all the items on the back. And their posters are actually always really cool. They have really cool designs on them. And I'm always confused, like, because I'm not sure if they're from specific anime or it's just like artist renditions of stuff, because I haven't recognized any of the anime that's been printed on there. I'm sure it's referencing something, but I'm not knowledgeable enough about anime to know what that is. But, you know, it's still really cool. The poster's really cool. Kind of wish they weren't folded, but, you know, whatever. That's kind of what comes with the territory when you put posters in boxes. So anyway, that was all the items in the box. We'll take a short break. I'll do some research. I'll come back with some value and a rating for this box. See you soon. Alright, we are back. So, let's take a look at these items and give it some value. Sure, first the shirt. Like I said, 8 out of 10. Think it's a really great shirt. Nice design. Good job on that. It'll get the standard $12 to $15 value, as all shirts do. Then, our tote bag. This is also very nice. A nice, like, stitched bag. It's like cloth material. Good printing on it. It's not the cheap bags at all. But this was running like 12 to 15 online. So that's the unfortunate thing about pretty much anything you're going to see in Loot Crate. They're pretty much not going to have any high value ever. Because it's such a popular company and they put out so many boxes every single month. Pretty much anything they put in a box automatically gets devalued because there's just so many of them out there and tons of people try to sell online. So that's the unfortunate news. But it still would go for around 12 to 15 online, somewhere around there. But it is a really nice bag. If this were in a store, I could see it easily going for a little more than that. But that's right around what you can get it for. Very nice bag, though. I like the quality of it. Very nice. Then, the Scouter. I wasn't a big fan of this. I thought it was going to be a more exciting DBZ item. I also kind of thought that maybe it'd be an exclusive or something like that, which I was really looking forward to. It wasn't. You know, that's okay. It happens. But these are going to run about $12 to $15. I remember seeing them in Hot Topic, and I think they were $15 there. Online, they're going to be around $12 to $15, maybe a little cheaper if you find someone that got it in the box and doesn't want it, like I kind of don't. So $12 to $15 on that, general value. Then, the book. These usually run about $10. Something of this size, like a book like this, usually runs right around $10. Obviously, you can find it cheaper online. Someone that's already read it and is just passing it along, so you could probably find it cheaper. But in general, these are going to run about $10, so that's the value I'm going to put on that, right about 10. Then the pen. This is going to go for about $10 to $12. Very nice pen, like has good quality to it. But like I said, it's just like really cheap plastic. It does come in this cool case though, like comes in a nice box, so that's where a lot of the value comes from. The quality is very nice, but the material it's made out of isn't super nice. But it is branded. It's a really cool little replica. That's going to run about $10 to $12 on that. Then, where is it? Our little charm, our little phone charm. Usually I don't put value on these things because boxes come with like a pin or something like that. But I really need to because the charm's actually pretty nice. It's not some crappy pin. It's actually got nice design to it, nice quality. And this is actually something that people do want. I was seeing online, some people actually were selling it and it being sold for like $10, which is kind of crazy that people would want to buy that for $10. But I'm going to put about value on this of about $5 because it's nice in quality and all, but it's kind of exclusive to this box. I can't imagine someone really like wanting to seek this out, but it's really nice in quality, and a phone charm of this size, of this quality, would probably run around that. And I think it does deserve some value because they do take the time to make that, and I think that's pretty cool. And then the last item are high chews. These are just like $1. You can get these pretty much anywhere. These are pretty common in America, so super random that they were in there, but you know, I've always liked them. I think they're really tasty, so why not? I'm literally going to have one right now as I'm unwrapping it. Oh. They're really good, though. I like them. So anyway, that brings our value, total value, on the low end of 58, on the high end of 73. So pretty good on the value. This box is a little more expensive than the Loot Crate. It is in like the $30 range. It's like $32.95 after taxes and everything. But even on the low end, got pretty much double your value, and you got a good mix of stuff. So I genuinely liked everything in here. I wasn't a big fan of the Scouter. It's just not that practical. It's just kind of like a costume thing, so I can't imagine a lot of people wanting that or seeking it out. But it was still cool. The shirt was exclusive. The bag also exclusive, like most things are with Loot Crate. So overall, pretty good stuff, and we had some nice replicas. So with good value, got double the value. Not as high as normal Loot Crate, but still really good. So considering that, and with all the items, I think I'm going to give this like a 7.75 out of 10. And obviously this box is for people that are interested in anime. If you aren't, obviously not the box for you. But people who are interested in anime and are looking for an anime box, which many people are, I think they'd be really pleased with this. They got a good mix of stuff, and a lot of which was exclusive. And you got good value. So, unfortunately for me, this will most likely be, unless I've already gotten charged for next month, the last time I ever see this box. So, it's been good. It's good to have it around. It's a good box, but it's just not for me. Not my style. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews of this while it was around, and maybe we'll try out another anime box in the future. I also know they're coming out with a new box. I think it's a gamer box, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so I'll probably try that out. That seems more my style, and I'm a fan of Loot Crate. I just haven't been a big fan of the anime one, the pets one. They just haven't really interested me that much, but maybe I'll switch it out and try to do the gamer one. And hopefully they can update their referral program to include these other boxes, because I have so many credits with them, I'd really like it if I could use that towards another box. That only seems fair, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, this has been Loot Anime, and the box gets a 7.75 out of 10, shirt 8 out of 10. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Thank you all for watching. See you on the next one. Love you all. Peace.